Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Oscar Zhang and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Of course, the obligatory subscribe message. So please, if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, it would mean so much to me if you do. I make videos twice a week, that I can promise you guys. Now, yeah, so if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so. It would mean a lot to me. So I also do Instagram as well. So on this channel, I talk a lot about fashion. I do a little bit of beauty. Whenever I get the chance, I'll do vlogs as well. So on this channel, you find a lot of fashion, beauty, and a lot of videos about just my life in general. Now on my Instagram, which I also have, I would love it if you guys jumped over there, because the stuff that I talk about here, I will actually style and do photo shoots often, you know, just dressing those items up, dressing those pieces up for you guys to admire, and also just for your opinions too. If you guys ever have anything that you think looks not so good, you don't agree with, if you guys think that the colors may clash, please let me know. I love everyone's opinion. So jump over on my Instagram, hit follow, hit subscribe on YouTube, and connect with me, because it would mean so much to me and I love communicating with everybody. So today's video is going to be about 5 things that I won't buy no matter the hype. It is a tag video and I was tagged by the fabulous cinyunglove, and I thought that this was a really interesting thing to do because it takes kind of the wish list idea and spins it and just attacks it from a different perspective. I personally am a very, my taste is very classical. I love timeless pieces because when I'm spending so much money, I want things to be something that I can wear year after year and hopefully decade after decade. So I don't really like to follow trends. However, that being said, I do follow my heart. If I like a piece, it won't be because it's the hot piece of the moment. It's going to be because I genuinely love it and it's something that I really, really love. So this tag video was a really difficult question for me because I generally don't follow hype anyway, but I gave it a go and I came up with 5 things. Since I was speaking about trends, let's get started on that first. So first up would be trends. So I'm not talking about seasonal pieces. I'm talking about buying specifically for a trend. I don't really like to buy things, as I said, for a trend. That's a personal thing for me. And it's just something that I won't buy. I know that that's like kind of like a cheat because it's such a broad thing, but I wanted to bring that up because it's just so in line with this question. The very first thing that pops into my head is definitely trend items. I will never buy a trend item no matter the hype, and I just feel like that is such a perfect answer. Trends like, say, the PVC trend that was around I think a year and a half ago. Every brand did it, you know, Chanel, Prada, Gucci, I think as well, they did PVC bags. Actually, I don't think Gucci did PVC bags, but there was a whole lot of brands that did PVC bags and it was ridiculous. And I just didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. It was just ridiculous. So yeah, let me know how you feel about trends, because I know some people love following trends and there is a business strategy to it. In order to follow a trend, a lot of people I know will actually purchase those items either new from the store or secondhand, and then keep it in really good condition, and when the trend is over they then sell it and they make minimal loss, which if it works for them, it works for them, you know, power to them. But it's definitely not something that I would like to do. So the second thing that I just refuse to buy, no matter how hyped up it is, are bag charms. Quite a few people who have been tagged to do this video have also mentioned bag charms, and I honestly couldn't agree more. I think that a bag, when it's so much money, even if it's not, even if it's just a few $100s or $100, no matter the price tag, the bag has thought. It has design behind it. It has inspiration behind it. And I think putting a bag charm on it, for me, takes away from the beauty. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some things that can add to the beauty of a bag. But I think for the most part, bag charms will actually take away from the beauty of the bag, you know, the silhouette of the bag. And some people love that. Some people love to change up the bag. And so it's not necessarily about detracting from the beauty. It's more altering the bag itself and altering the image and the aesthetic. And I can completely understand that, but it's not something that I would do. If I have a bag, I mean, which I do, so I think the most classic example is the Birkin or the Kelly. If you have one of those bags, I know some people like to dress it up with the Hermes horses. I don't remember what they're called, but I know Mel in Melbourne is absolutely obsessed with them, and I love it. I love that she's obsessed with it. It's just not something that I want to do. It's not something that I want to invest in because they're not cheap either, especially with bags like Birkins and Kellys. I think they're designed with a specific silhouette. They're designed with a specific beauty and aesthetic to it. And when you add those charms, the rodeos, that's what they're called, the Hermes rodeos, when you add a rodeo to it, especially in the bigger sized rodeos, it changes the shape of the bag. When you look at it, it changes the vibe that it gives off. And I mean, like I said, some people will love that. You know, it makes it look young and fresh. It gives it a new vibe. But that's not me. You know, if I'm spending $15,000, $20,000 on a bag, I would like to admire that bag in all its beauty, in all its glory, as it was meant to be admired, as it was designed. But like I said, that's just me. So, I mean, I think there's a line, like with Birkins and stuff, you know, it comes with a padlock, it comes with a key. And so I don't consider those bag charms because they hang off the bag and they came with the bag. So they're part and parcel with the bag. And I think that's fine. Obviously, I'm not completely opposed to the idea of bag charms. I used to have bag charms. I love, for example, the Louis Vuitton keyring / chain that has like their monogram flowers and the LV logo, the initials on it, and it just hangs the strap or a chain. I love that. I would love to get one and hang it off my bags because it's so beautiful. I haven't bitten the bullet yet and done that, but what's holding me back is exactly what I'm talking about right now, my hesitation with bag charms in general. That is the second item. The third, and I think also a lot of people will agree with me on this, is the dad sneaker trend. Oh my God, is that so ugly. I mean, the trend itself, the other name for dad sneakers is the ugly sneaker trend. I think it's horrendous. Why would you spend $1,500 or $1,000 on a pair of shoes that have been specifically purposely made to look old and worn, B, made to look as if it's your dad's shoes, and C, it's just such a bulky design because it's made to look like your dad's shoes. Like, it's big and bulky. And I think in terms of streetwear, I mean, for 2019, the streetwear trend is really, really picking up. And I'm a huge lover of streetwear, but I just think that the dad sneaker trend is just so bad. I mean, for me, okay, I'm talking about for me, I could not pull it off. I go for a certain aesthetic, and dad sneakers just don't work for my style. They're just not my taste. So I don't care how hyped it is. It doesn't matter how popular they are. I would never go for it. Now, the fourth item is, so the last two are specific items that have been really, really hyped up. And I have not pulled the trigger because they just don't fit with me, and they're just something that I will not buy because I just don't like it. And the first of the two, so this is number 4, the saddlebag. The saddlebag is so popular. It is so popular. And I'm talking about the saddlebag from Christian Dior. And I just think that the shape makes the bag so impractical. But at the same time, it's the shape that draws people in. It's the shape of the bag that makes it unique and that makes it beautiful to so many people's eyes. But I can't get on board with that trend. I cannot get on board with that hype. I can admire the bag from afar, but I will not drop $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 on it because it's just so impractical. The shape of the bag, it's just, I can't do that. And I don't like it. Yeah, it's just, I can't do it. So yeah, the saddlebag, not for me. And the fifth item is the Gucci Marmont bag. So a couple of people have also mentioned the Gucci Marmont bag, and I couldn't agree more. I think the bag is beautiful. I think it's so stunning, especially in the velvet. I think it's so gorgeous. But on those bags, there's a heart on the back of the bag, and I just think that just cheapens it for me. And I think that cheapen is the wrong word. I think that the heart makes it look young, makes it look too young for me, like it's a teenager's bag or something like that. And it's just not something that I can get on board with. And I mean, this might sound bad and nasty, but I just think the heart makes it look tacky. I don't like it at all. It's just not something that I can get on board with. Otherwise, I love the bag. I love the idea behind it, you know, because it's a very classic idea. It's pretty much exactly like the Chanel flat bag, which I have and I love. So I love the shape. I love the idea behind the Gucci Marmont bag. I love the color. I love the material, you know, the velvet material especially. But that heart on the back, it just doesn't do it for me. It just really makes me want to never buy it. Like, I won't buy it. It doesn't matter how popular it's going to get, or it already is. I just don't want to buy it. I know a ton of people have it, and just like the Dior saddlebag, I think that it's beautiful. I really do think it's beautiful, and it's a bag that I can admire from afar, but it's never going to be a bag that I'm going to buy myself. So those are my 5 items. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my picks, and tell me what your picks are as well, because I would love to know. And if you have any of these items, please don't feel like I'm attacking you, or don't be offended, because everyone's taste is different. And that's just, you know, these things are just my own take on it. So it's my perspective. So let me know what you guys think. Sometimes I think that with trends and hyped up items, that hype isn't always genuine. It's not because there are a million people that love it. Usually it's only like 100 influencers that love it. And because they're influencers, you know, they have social media presence. So it gives off the image that it's very popular, when in reality, it's only, you know, those influencers that like it, but nobody else actually likes it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you actually, you know, follow trends? And if you do, what sort of items are you really looking forward to? And what are some of the items that you will actually completely stay away from? You know, there are trends at the moment that are happening, like neon colors, utilitarian, the trend, you know, shirts with like big pockets and stuff. It's like we're going back into the 2000s. So let me know. I'm really interested. And as always, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.